Hey, what's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
Y'all, it's your girl Cheryl Underwood, and you're tuned into the hottest news station on the planet, Hot 702.5.
What's going on, everybody? It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood, and I'm here to talk to you about the Sci-Fi Center. It's your Vegas home for science fiction, horror, and fantasy. From comic books, toys, and posters to movie screenings and live events, they've got you covered. Located at 900 Cameron Avenue, Suite B209, give them a call, 702-900-4335, or reach them at thescificenter.com.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7. Live on hot7025fm.com.
Oh, man. Happy Wednesday, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome back. I'm not the same man I was last time y'all saw me, But I want to say that because I always start out talking about my week. And today's no different, But along with that, talking about my week, I'm pretty, what can you say? Oh, 1 second, y'all. I'm sorry. I did something wrong. Come on down here.
It's your main man, 360, the poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California's sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
All right. If that doing me any justice on my camera, is it just reminds I need to clean it? Is my camera dirty? Let's see here. It's worse. Oh, it might just be. Let me go back to this one here. Okay, let's see. I hope that it got better. Is it the phone? Maybe if I go through my other one. It could just be that. Where'd you go? Oh, I don't know. Sorry, y'all. I will be right back. Let me grab a different phone to go.
E-Class Consulting. It's owned and operated by Carice, providing tools, training, and resources that are sure to make you and your business even more successful. We are staffed with a marketing, credit, tax, and a real estate consultant. E-Class Consulting also provides a temporary admin service called E-Class Admins. Want to book an appointment with E-Class Consulting? Call 702-518-3002 or email book@eclassconsulting.com. E-Class Consulting, navigating you to greatness.
This is Hot 702.5.
Yo, it's Tavon Greatness Patterson. Want to listen to Hot 702.5 on the go? Download the Hot 702.5 app on the Apple Store or Google Play Store if you got an Android like me.
Let's get it.
Tune in now on hot7025fm.com.
Ooh, sad, killed it.
I had to choose on these big moves. She chose on me. No duck goose. Meditation to the mind while I'm making moves. Tunnel vision to the grind. No, I will not lose. And I'ma put you on, stick to myself, and I'ma be in my zone. Baby, what do you want? She wanna ride my wave, and I'ma play it safe. Can we be on go? Can we hustle and flow? Gotta keep my mind clear, gotta stay away from stress. If we dress to impress, you can hop in my ride. Understand where we at, we gotta stay on track and hold each other's back. If you just hop on my wave, we'll be okay. You are the question and I am the answer. With you, my baby, my heart beats faster. I'm just here to change your life. You're as sharp as a knife. Smoking spinach with my olive oil. Yeah, I planted the seed in the soil. But what did I plant to be raw? We gotta stay healthy. No, we can't get spoiled. We are the truth and there are no rules. You a ruby, baby, you're a jewel. And I know love is easy, yeah. I need you to believe me, yeah. I knew you was gonna be my girl. Let me take you away from this world. This world. Moves. From this world.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists
Check it out.
Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
on hot7025fm.com.
Yeah.
How's that? Is that better? Is that clear? I think that looks pretty good, huh? Let me see here. Oh man, I had to switch phones, so I appreciate y'all for working with me here. Definitely gotta say that. Can't believe it still gives me issues, but you know, we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. Why is my internet so bad today? I don't know why it's acting like that. I can't tell you why. It's doing the things it's doing. So I do want to say though, I want to talk about my week. I'm not the same man I was from a week ago. I want to tell you why. First off, I went to take my exam, the NVLLR, Nevada Laws, Rules, and Regulations for the Funeral Board. And yeah, I went to take my exam. I went Monday. My test was at 11 a.m. By 11:15, I was I passed the exam. I passed the exam, and I gotta tell you, man, it feels great. It feels great to be able to say uh, I went and passed the exam for my funeral arranger's license. So, that'll be here in a few weeks. I can't wait. I'm super excited. I'm super doped out about it. And let me tell you why is because this time when I had to do this exam, like I put in a lot of footwork to study. I studied a little differently. My director was like, take the Quizlet, get them all wrong on purpose. Take those answers so you see the correct ones to the question. Study that and still read the study guide they give you. And that's what I did, and I passed, I passed, I passed, I passed, I passed. It was a great feeling, a great joy or relief, just, for me because I'm actually in the field to have a career, instead of just a job. So to be able to get that license to, make me, a lot closer to that obtaining that goal was pretty great. It was pretty big. So I did the Quizlet was like 200 something questions, 221 that they give you to study. But when you go take the actual exam, it's only 50 questions. But you have to get at least a 70 to pass. Okay, at least a 70 to pass. So this time around, I will keep taking the Quizlet and studying just like he told me to. And the morning of, the kids didn't have school this past Monday. I don't get it, man. These kids, for some reason lately, they getting way more days out of school than we ever did. And I don't like that. I don't think I like that. I think it's time for them to stay in school for the rest of the year. But they didn't have school this past Monday. So before I went to take the test, me and Terrence was talking and he was like, what are you trying to get? What are you aiming to get? I tell him, hey, ideally in a perfect world, I want 100%, but I'm shooting for an 80 or 90. And he goes, well, you only need a 70 to pass, right? And I said, yeah. He said, so how about 75? I'm like, yeah, I guess if I get a 75, I'll still pass. The funny thing is, my score was a 76, and I was like, I had to call and tell my son right away. They were the first people I told that I passed. And all you hear my son say in the background is, let's go. I told you. I told you. I told you. So it was pretty dope to see the confidence and the what do you want to call it? The celebrating that he had for me, how happy he was that I passed the test and passed the exam. All of the kids were happy and they celebrated, but you can definitely hear him. Terrence was definitely loud and clear. He was definitely a big supporter for it. I was on Alexa and I heard it all. It was so adorable to see, my give me that much praise and acceptance for it. And then when I called, Javon let him know. Everybody in the background, same thing, cheering up like, "Let's go, we did it!" Shout out to Denise, my coworker. She passed her exam an hour before I did, so shout out to her too. That's what's up. We got two new licenses coming in for the building, so that's pretty dope. But it was just nice to see everybody celebrate a win with me that I myself, like, I want to celebrate. Don't get me wrong, but I feel like it was a start. But the way everybody celebrated for me, it felt like, man, like I felt like I had just won the damn Super Bowl, or the NBA Finals. I feel like I just won a championship. It was great. It was great. When I got home, my kids, as soon as I jumped through the door, man, Kalila grabbed my face and closed my face. Like, keep your eyes closed. She jumped up and keep your eyes closed and pulled me down. They had a cake out and it said, "Congratulations, Daddy." So that was pretty cool. Shout out to Diamond for helping them with that. I'm sure that's where that came from. So I appreciate it. But just to see everybody celebrate that victory with me and continue to celebrate that victory with me across the board, whether they don't know me or they, know me personally. I just appreciate all the love and support everybody has given me. I want to tell y'all, it's been like a big weight off of my shoulders to be able to pass that exam. And get that taken care of. Because now, again, like I say, I can put myself in a career for my family. And as y'all know, man, as a man, it's very tough on the body and the mind when you constantly have to find a way to put your family in a position to win, which now it's like with a career, it's a little less stress off my back. I'm not saying it takes away everything, but I'd much prefer having a career than a job. especially one where you are surrounded by people that only want to see you elevate. They only want to see you grow. They're not out to really see you fail. And even when you fall, they're there with a hand to help you up, not with a foot to push you down, you know? So I gotta really appreciate that. Even today, we were at the office today, and when we got to the office, um, I want to say around 11 a.m., maybe 11:30, Latera came in, which, shout out to her. She passed her exam Tuesday, the day after me and Denise passed ours. So, that was dope. Shout out to her. But she came in with crumble cookies for us and a nice little card. And it was just amazing to see that everyone around me in this new field of that I've chosen, they choose to actually show so much support, right? They choose to show so much appreciation and motivation for you just to be like, I can do whatever. It's like we just got our licenses as the Rangers and we're already making plans to, to go for our director's um, exam. Now, trust me, that one is going to be tough. So I think for the first part of the year, I'm going to focus on the job that I am at, focus on perfecting that, getting that under, how do I say it? I want to say getting it under control in a sense, for lack of a better word. But, I want to move up too. I want to keep moving up. I want to keep growing. I want to do better. I want to do what I have to do to make it happen. And I feel like if I can focus on the job at hand, improve in that, get that out the way, I can worry about the next steps a little. It'll be a little easier for me. Because I feel like right now, if I try to focus on that and my current position, I just think I'd make some mistakes that shouldn't be made. So let me get down what I have to do with as an arranger, knock that out the park, and then I can focus on my director's exam. But we're making plans to make it happen. And the beautiful thing about it is everyone there and around you just want to see you grow and elevate. They just want to help you be a better version of yourself. It's been a very long time since I've been around a team or been on a team like that. Typically, you always have somebody that's wanting to see somebody around the team fail, or they show a little jealousy or envy somewhere that it's just not needed. It's just not needed. So, hey, I am glad to be in the position I'm in. I do want to say shout out to E. I really appreciate you for putting me in this position. If y'all don't know, E also helped me put in place or get me into the right hands and to making this career even start. So, man, shout out to you and thank you so much for that. I really, really appreciate the opportunity because, a lot of people say, why would you go into that field of work? And it was like, I actually got directed into it. But when I got here, I was actually pretty excited about it. I like it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. It's comforting to be able to help someone, especially with putting their loved ones to rest. I have definitely had to have that feeling with my brother. You know what I mean? Definitely had to have that with my brother, where putting them to rest. It felt transactional. So to be able to give people more comfort to worry about the fact of, having those conversations, getting those questions answered. Let's just help you first. Let's get that out the way, and then we'll worry about the other stuff. But you're in a position to do it around people that also want to help people. And it's also more so about being efficient and helping everybody, without causing too many issues or delays. Because some things, is just out of your hand, but you have a team around you that helps get through all of that process. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. But this new field of work for me is just something that, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I like it more than I thought I would. I don't think it's a bad thing, honestly, because in order to do it, I had to at least want to like it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have taken it serious. So I will say that I like it more than I thought I did, and I'm glad I'm there. I'm glad I'm in this position to do so. I see myself doing this for a very long time. You know, um, I can't remember the family name that is here in town, but him and his boys, they are doing it together, and I love the fact that you know maybe my boys, when they get older, may want to do something like that. Maybe I can point them in the right directions and help them start off with that. Or hey, maybe this will be a position where I can help them get to whether they want to go to college or go to a trade school. Now I have a career that we can depend on. So I'm really happy about that, and it's one I like. So I can't get upset. One of the biggest things I brag about, and it's at the other job at home in general, when people ask about the job, is that one thing I can see with the director of the funeral home, Javon, he is in a way, I won't even say in a way, I'm going to say he's trying toward me without even saying it. I just have to catch, I caught on, of course, right? Because I wouldn't be saying it if I didn't catch on. But it is so rare to find somebody that wants to mentor you or wants to give you advice without, how do I say it, for lack of a better word, without talking down on you or sounding condescending, belittling you in a way. To have somebody want to help you grow and elevate, but they give you it in a way of like, this is how it's going to make you better. This is how it's going to make you improve this part of your job or that part of your job. So, I love to be able to say that I get advice that comes from a place of actual from being genuine. You don't really get that a lot, and then you have coworkers along with the director, the owners, they are great with just giving you the motivation and the right advice you need when you're having tough times, whether that be on the job or off. I will say that for sure. I appreciate the positions they put me in to be able to be here and make it here. I love the confidence they had in me to go forward and do it, because leave it up to me, I probably would have procrastinated a little longer. But when you got the right people behind you pushing you and telling you can do it, it's kind of hard to ignore the fact that they might be right. And as you see, they were right. So I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But man, I just can't really. I'm still on this high of you did it. Like you did it, and I won't lie, man. It was like when I got the results, I'm smiling, and all of a sudden I feel tears dropping. I'm like, hey, what's going on? Of course, cleaned up then, stepped out the thing, but it was just tears of joy. I was excited and happy that I have finally gotten to a place where I didn't have to worry anymore. Now I just had to worry about, now all I had to do was perfect my craft. That's it. And just get better at it. So I'm pretty excited about this journey, man, about the way things are gonna go, about the team I have, the mentor, the guidance, the advice I get. I can't really say thank you enough over it, and I'm just super excited. I'm sorry, y'all, but I'm just super excited about it. I'm super excited. My kids, the same day, they started like rubbing my feet and clean my room and stuff up for me. Like they was just like, I really just felt like it was I already felt like it was a big accomplishment, right? Everybody else made me feel like it was a huge accomplishment. So just to have that was something. That was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I appreciate it. Now, for the most part, it's just about staying firm, doing my due diligence to follow the boundaries, follow the rules. Like it's so easy to follow the rules. Some people have problems with that, and I think it's just because they just have entitlement that they don't deserve. And I say that because if you have your own company and you got rules you want to break, hey, go for it. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. But when you work for somebody, you have to. I mean, in all fairness, you have to treat it with the utmost respect. And I've always taken it as if I'm the type where I want to be responsible. So I've always taken it as if it was my own, because if it was mine, I wouldn't want to mess none of my shit up. Regardless, I don't want to take every look in every nook and cranny to make sure it's right, so I don't have to worry about it in the end. I would have to. Personally, some of y'all want to just skate by these rules and regulations. Not in the, I don't know about the funeral industry or other home. I only work for one company, and we have integrity at Inspired Life Memorials and Cremations. We don't worry about all of that. So, but I'm talking about like other jobs and stuff. Y'all, there are certain rules and regulations y'all skip over because y'all feel like it ain't that deep. But I'm here to tell y'all, man, like I've always never played with two things, a job and its rules, as well as the three letters in the alphabet. My mama told me not to play with the I, the R, and the S. Never played with them. Because it's too risky, and the risk is not worth the reward. It's just not. I'm good. I'd rather follow the guidelines and do as they say. Do as they say. So hey, teach his own though. Teach his own. Um, all in all, though, man, listen, I'm loving the new career because I can say that now with a big smile on my face. I'm loving the new career. I am definitely excited about where I'm going to go for it. I love and appreciate everybody that has supported me or said encouraging words to me with doing so. And yeah, I'm gonna leave it there with that. I'm gonna leave it there. Let me go to the next thing here really quick. I have something to. Well, hard work pays off. That's what I do want to say. Hard work does pay off. I've never not worked hard at something, and it's never not paid off for me in some way, shape, or form. So I'll let that be known. Hard work does actually pay off. One other thing is, I don't know what's going on lately with the food around. It's like if I go out to eat, my stomach is just not handling it no more. I can go to Applebee's, Cheesecake Factory, or Pine Juicy anywhere. I can go anywhere, and it's like the next day or the night of, it's just all coming back up. I don't know if it's just the food supply we getting in Vegas, or maybe my body is changing again. But I ain't had pork since 2017, so that's what 8 years. Like I don't, and saying that I still don't eat pork, but maybe they cooking these sauces and mixing them in together. But I tell them every time, hey, I don't eat pork. Make sure it's cooked aside from everything else because of that. Because I know sometimes they mix and match. But lately, man, I don't know. I don't want to say it's food poisoning, but something is up. Something is up. I've had to cook. I'm cooking at home now. By this way, last night I made steak and shrimp, for dinner. I'm gonna celebrate my win all week. Weekend, I'm going bowling this weekend. Candace is having a bowling thing, and I'm gonna go out to celebrate because it's right when I get off. So I'm gonna go out to celebrate, and I'm gonna have me a couple of drinks. I'm gonna have me a couple of games of bowling, and don't worry, I'm gonna have a designated driver. I would never go anywhere intentionally to actually drink and drive. If I can't drive, I'm not doing it. So basically, I might leave my car at work, and then I'll just, probably have the wife come and grab me from the actual bowling alley. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Or maybe I'll have a friend come with me, and they can drive, and I can have them drop me off at home. Who knows? But I'm going to celebrate this weekend. The kids said they want to celebrate Sunday together too. They want to actually go out and do something. So that's pretty cool. We'll do something else. But yeah, I don't know about going out to eat though, because that definitely is gonna be an issue for me and my stomach. But what I do want to talk about seriously though, some of y'all is gonna be so upset at me, and I really don't care if y'all upset, but it has to be said. I am tired of y'all and the way y'all are with these children. Okay, um, we are adults, we are parents, and in no way, shape, or form am I trying to tell you how to be a parent. But what I will say is the guidelines of being a parent is making sure that you are the parent and not a friend. Okay. A lot of these kids thrive on discipline and structure, whether y'all believe it or not. They thrive on it. Discipline and structure is actually benefiting them, especially for when they get to the real world. Some of you have the excuse where you don't like to hear your kids complain or you don't like to tell your kids no. Well, think about a stranger or somebody at their job. They not gonna think like that. Think about society when they step out into the real world, how it's gonna be for them. I am a firm believer that what we need to do is instead of trying to protect our kids from the world, we need to teach them how to survive in this world. Okay. um, Again, this is my personal opinion. You don't have to take it. I just want you to hear me out. Um, I don't believe in let's say my kids have I don't know, they've gotten into a fight at school. I'm not about to tell my kids not to fight. The first conversation is what happened. Oh, they hit you first, or you just defended yourself. Oh, okay. Well, I can't really, say nothing about that because if somebody put their hands on you, it's only fair that you defend yourself. I'm not telling you to go pick with somebody and force them to put their hands on you because if that's what you did, that's a different story.
Now you antagonizing somebody. You know what I mean? So you still kind of starting a situation. Um, but what I will do in the future is, hey, I believe that you were right in defending yourself because somebody put their hands on you. You know, just try to do enough to where you can get them away from you, or get them off of you and walk away. If they don't let you walk away, you have to do, you got to do what you got to do. You got to do what you got to do. Y'all can say anything wrong about that, but that's why there are staff around in the school. And I ain't gonna lie, I know it ain't. It's a lot of kids. I'm gonna be honest. School system does not have a lot of parents or a lot of teachers out right now, but that's where us as parents come in because my kids being raised would know how much trouble they would be in if they ever went to school starting or doing stuff like that. Because I'm a very active parent when it comes to school. I got the Class Dojo app. I see all the updates the teachers put in there. If I can't make a school event, Dinah will make the event, and we communicate about what happened to and from. I'm very active in what's going on, and I feel like that right there in itself, being more active in the schooling, will actually get that discipline and structure the kids need because these teachers can't discipline the way we can. The kids won't listen the way they do to us. Like they don't have that same. The kids feel like they have a safety net because they know that the teachers can't really raise their voices too much or say a certain thing or they can't, discipline them or take this away or take that away. The teachers can't do all of that. They know, and the kids know that. So they give the kids a handicap, and that sucks. um, but if you're more involved with the kids with their school, they're less likely to mess up because they know you're gonna find out. I kid you not. Terrence was the first year; it was a struggle, and then when Terrence started learning and I started knowing everything because I communicated, man, I ain't really got a trip, nothing. I ain't got it. It's like he started getting it together right away. Um, and I appreciate that because it was just like you understand the respect is there. The respect is there. All you got to do is just go to school and learn. You're just there to learn. You're not there to act up. Um, but I think knowing about how I can discipline you, I could take the TV away for a week. I could take whatever, the games away, toys away, whatever. Or maybe if I got to get a belt, I got to whoop you. Like it is what it is. There's different ways I can discipline that teacher can't. And it does start at home. But I hear so many teachers, or not so many, sorry, it's only three different teachers with Miracle. But all of the teachers thank us so much for being involved. And I'm like, well, ain't all parents involved? And they just tell me you'd be surprised at how many parents are not actually involved in their kids' schooling. And I don't know, man. We are busy as adults. But let me tell y'all something. I got 2 jobs. I work about 75 to 80 hours a week. And I am still involved with my kids' school. And I just don't think there's an excuse. We have too much technology for you not to know. Look, I let Diamond know that their report cards was ready when they became ready about a month or 2 ago. I told their report cards out. She was shocked that I even knew that seeing their grade. Yeah, I pay attention. I'll pay attention to everything. I only say this because once we get these kids once you get them under a structure and you get them disciplined or get them on a path to discipline, it's so much easier once you start the process. The hardest part is starting it. I kid you not. Hardest part is starting it. All you have to do is stay consistent, and it'll be as easy as pie. I kid you not. Easy as pie. I feel for the teachers and what they are going through with some of these kids. And granted, the kids are innocent in my eyes. I say it starts at home. And again, the kids are innocent in my eyes because they're only doing what they're allowed to do at home. I'm not trying to call anybody a bad parent. I'm just telling people that certain habits that you allow at home, they tend to carry at school. And that's what we have to understand. I'm not saying that my kid is perfect in school because there are issues that come about, but I step in and I assert myself the correct way to make sure we take care of it so we don't have them no more. I try to be proactive. So when things like that happen, we can resolve them. I know y'all may have things that y'all want to do, but I tell everybody this, and I mean this in the utmost way with most assertiveness and most direct way I can say it. We are parents. We make all sacrifices needed to make sure these kids are okay. We make every sacrifice we're supposed to make, thick and thin, for these children. So regardless of what you may say, regardless of what you may feel, it don't matter if it's because you got a hair appointment for to get your hair cut or get your hair done or get your nails done or feet done or something, or you got a basketball practice for a team you play on as an adult. You have to put those things aside and sacrifice for these kids. They really deserve it. They do. And they need it. They require it. It's not that difficult. I kid you not. Once you learn a steady schedule with the kids, anything else you want to do is easy to obtain. Right now, I can tell people all the time, you want to hang out with me? Monday afternoons are the best times to hang out with me. You know why? That's the only time I work one job. I'm done by 4 p.m. It's good to go. I'm only off Sundays. Oh, no, I can't hang out with you Sundays because I saved that day for the family. That's for the wife and kids. I don't go anywhere without them. Sorry, my bad. It is what it is. But Monday afternoons, I got you. Anytime after 4, we can make it happen. Oh, that doesn't work for you? Well, I got you Wednesday nights. I can take off maybe any other Wednesday you name. I can get the night off from the other job. We can hang out. That doesn't work? Oh man, unfortunately, we'll have to catch up sometime soon then or whenever we can. I know my schedule well enough to know that I can't do nothing on Tuesdays with you because I have to go to both jobs Tuesdays. There's no taking off. I have an hour to get in between jobs. What can I really do in an hour? 30 minutes of that is travel time. The other 30, I'm probably grabbing something to eat. Right? Thursdays, I would love to be able to do something Thursday, but what's today? Thursday. So what I got to do after work? I got to come and do my show Thursdays. So I got to make sure that's taken care of. And then after my show Thursdays, where am I going? Got to go back to the next job. You see what I'm saying? So I have my schedule down to know that the only days I can afford to be free are Monday nights, which I already am, or I can possibly take a Wednesday night off if I need to. But I know that Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday and Saturday, unfortunately, I'm at work all day. There's nothing I can do. Sunday, I am off of work, but guess what? That day is already taken up by my loved ones. I can't give that away to anybody. It goes to them. So you either can take a Monday night or a Wednesday night. You pick. That doesn't work. We'll have to figure it out if our schedule changes or collides. We'll go from there. But we can do whatever we need to do. Oh, I got practice. Hey, y'all got practice how many days out the week? Okay, I can make it on this day and that day. Is that cool? That doesn't work? Okay, I'm sorry. It doesn't work. Unfortunately for my kids, I got to make that sacrifice and get off the team. You know what I mean? There are so many different ways that we can change our lives around, which is what we're supposed to do, at least until they're 18. I mean, I say 21. I'll always be there for my kids, though, regardless of what age they are. But at least until they 18 to 21, let them be adults and understand how to learn, go through life. And then you can kind of worry about, okay, you're an adult now. My schedule no longer revolves around you. I'm here if you need me, but now I'm going to get to have my own life back. I'm going to enjoy it. Because when we decide to have a kid, we decided to make that sacrifice, right? So there's no excuses, right? Oh, okay, cool. Just wanted to make sure. There is a way you can still be a parent, have a life, and still, make sure the kids are great. It's so simple and easy. I never will and never have complained about having to work 2 jobs to make sure my family is good. Okay. Now I have a career though. That's going to change soon for the most part, for the better, hopefully. But what that means is the only thing I complain about is the fact that my kids are mad that I work so much. That's the only thing you hear me complaining about when it comes to that. Yeah, man, my kids are so upset that I work a lot. They be like, oh man, you going to work again? Like I guarantee you right now, after doing this show, I'm gonna go in there, change in the phone booth to the next outfit, next uniform. And once I do that, the kids are gonna say, oh man, you going to work again? I thought you was off today. Wait, what's today? You not off? You got to go to work? I'm telling you. I know them so well. It happens all the time. So the only thing I've ever complained about is the fact that they are mad that I work so much. And every time I say it to them, I'm so sorry that daddy leaving y'all like that. But that's why I give y'all all day Sundays, and then Mondays, I spend that with the kids too. If it ain't no plans, that night is going to the kids too. I kid you not. Hey, whatever free time I get, they get. But I let them know I apologize, but I got y'all Sunday. That's why every Sunday, whatever y'all want to do, we're going to do it. From sun up to sundown, y'all got it. Until it's time for y'all to go to bed. The last couple Sundays been rough because they ain't had no school Monday, so we've been out late. I'm like, man, ain't been running my pockets pretty dry, but I love them to death. I love them to death. So I make those sacrifices for them. I explain to them why I do certain things right now. I explain to them that it's not going to be forever. I have those conversations. Y'all think these kids are not smart enough to know, but they know. They really know. They literally do know. Um, they have the curiosity of a cat, like you say. Like they ask a lot of questions and they follow them up with a lot of great follow up questions. They do really really well with that. But I'm glad to know that because they're my kids. They're just overthinkers probably. So you know what I mean. I get it. I get it 100%. But again, I have no complaints about the fact. Oh, I can't party no more. Oh, no problem. That was expensive anyway. I don't really need to party no more. Partying ain't really my thing anymore. I have fun with it, but now I got kids. I need to worry about that. Like there's so many things you can give up and sacrifice for these kids, and I think some of y'all are just holding on to something that you can do at a later date. Because right now, if you put more focus into you and your children the way you should, not things that don't matter as much, right? I think time is very important with your loved ones. I think if you put that time in now, when they get older, it'll be easier for them to reciprocate that time. I think a lot of these kids grow up and not wanting to be around their parents because they weren't around them growing up, and they're just like, or their parents are probably, a little aggressive or abusive growing up, so they don't want to be around them no more, or controlling, I should say. Sorry, but from what I hear and see, for the most part, is well, we didn't really be around each other like that with me growing up, so why would I try to be around them now? And I can't say nothing about that because, yeah, you're right. Why? If your relationship has been like that all the time, who am I to get in the way of it? Who am I to say something about it? I shouldn't. I can't. I'm gonna let you have your fun with that. Like you know what you're doing. Live your best life. Um, but all in all, though, I do feel like that some of us are being selfish and not putting the right time and energy into these kids as they need. I don't like it. Um, there needs to be a sudden change in that. I can't force anybody to do anything differently. I just really hope y'all hear me out on this. A lot of these kids need discipline and structure. My kids don't go outside and play around here, but the simple fact is that these kids have no discipline and structure. My neighbor across the way, he smokes Black and Miles, but he put them out in front of the door when he's let him sit there when he's not done when he done smoking, but it's still some left. He'll put it out there in front of the door. And I want to say a 9-year-old kid. First, he thought when I had my cousin staying here, he thought my cousin was taking them, smoking them, and I was like, no, we never even knew you was putting them out there. One day he was coming in from work or leaving to go to work, and he heard the kids downstairs and was like, a whole black talking about, oh, we could steal your mama lighter to go and smoke this. 9 years old? You gotta be kidding me. I just feel like they're not being paid. They're not being paid attention to. And if a lighter is easily accessible to them kids like that, hey, look, I keep all the lighters put up in a box high up where the kids can't reach. So that's unacceptable. But reasons like that is why my kids won't be going out there playing with them kids. Nothing. Again, those kids are innocent because they don't know no better. They're children. But those parents are just like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what they're doing. But I'm telling you right now, mine won't be out there playing with them. That's why I take them to parks or take them to their cousins or take them to their grandmas. Like, I'll let y'all play around with other kids, but kids that are showing a bad influence, I don't want that. I don't want that rubbing off on you. Not at this early in life. And when you get like 12 or 13, I feel like I'll have enough trust to be like, well, you should be old enough to, I mean, not everything, but for the most part, you should be old enough to be able to determine whether or not you should. Because at that age, around 12 or 13, like I knew certain things. I wouldn't, gangs, keep me away from them. I'm not judging, what do you say, gangs? I've been that. No, I'm not. Keep me away from them. I knew not to be around stuff like that. I knew not to break in houses or play with guns and stuff. Like I had that kind of knowledge at 12 or 13 where I was like, I don't want to. So I feel like I should try to trust my children around that same age to do it. And I feel like if they don't know, they would at least come home or ask. And, before doing something like that, they've had that conversation. So, or at least, if they're curious, they'll have that conversation with me. So that's what I want from them. But I just being active. And then when it's not about school or they, I don't need to have a conversation with them about listening or cleaning up. If they got free time, like, do what you want in your free time. Hey, you want to play with the soccer balls? Okay, play with them. You want to go outside and play catch and ride your bikes? Come on, let's go outside. Like, it's y'all free time. You do what you want. I'm not going to tell you what to do in your free time. Yes, I think that's unfair. Weekends come. I do treat weekends like I do off days at work for the kids. Friday nights, hey, y'all stay up as late as y'all want. Do it, have fun, play, do what y'all want to do. Y'all ain't got school for the next 2 days. Do it, have fun, because I feel like they also need a break. Like, they deserve a break. I don't feel like they should be worried about, doing this or doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the weekends are a break for y'all, the kids. But I just think we should all be more involved. Again, I'm not trying to tell nobody how to parent, but I see things, I hear things, and I don't understand where they come from, because we're active parents. And it's so easy to be able to say, this can't happen, that can't happen. Hey, you shouldn't act like this, you shouldn't act like that. I don't know. We can give these kids a look. The one compliment I get all the time, which I don't get because these kids is bad as fuck when they're at home. Oh, they're so fucking bad. But the one compliment I get in public is always, your children are so well behaved. We always get that compliment. And I'm all like, you think so? Because they bad. They don't listen. But in public, they're saints. I appreciate that. Respect. That's discipline. That's all it is. That's all it is. And I can't ask for much more. I always tell them all the time, if you're doing what you're supposed to do, you won't. I always reiterate that. If you do what you're supposed to do, you're not going to get in trouble. I said, Terrence, if you go to school and you're learning, you're listening to the teachers, you're doing what they ask you to do, why would you get in trouble for something like that? You're doing what they ask you to do. If you don't understand something and that's why you don't want to do it, just say, hey, I don't understand. Can you help me? And tell them what part you don't understand. That's it. Sometimes our kids just don't have the right words to say to people, but that's where we come in handy. Yeah, that's where we come in. All in all, though, man, you're going to do what you want to do as an adult at the end of the day. I hope that some of y'all just take my advice, please. I'm not, or hear me out on my advice and find something that works for you and your children. Try to help out and be more disciplined and more structured. There are some of y'all that are doing a great job, and I applaud you. There are some of y'all that are trying, and I applaud you. I do. But for those of you that's just sitting back like, hey, they at school, that ain't my problem. That's a crazy answer to give a teacher when they say, well, they at school right now, that's your problem. That's a crazy answer to give them. I just pray for y'all. I pray for these kids. Remember, these kids are innocent, and we made a choice when we gave birth to them to actually take care of them and provide and protect them. Part of that is making sure they have a better and bright future. Anyway, all in all, I appreciate y'all for coming out to listen to me again on this wonderful Thursday afternoon. I will catch y'all again next week on the hottest radio station on the planet, Hot 702.5 FM. Peace, love, and hair grease. I'll catch y'all next week.
Hi. Hey. What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name. DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On Hot 702.5FM.com.